Hey folks, thanks for watching my video. If you are new to my channel, subscribe now and ring that bell for future notifications. Thanks. Hey guys, thank you so much for tuning in today. I got another comic book recap, a graphic novel recap for you guys. And today I'm bringing to you one of the books in my collection. We got Wolverine Old Man Logan. Now, guys, this book is special to me because once I got word that there was a movie coming out called Logan back in, March 3rd, 2017, starring a guy named Hugh Jackman with the adamantium claws, I knew I had to pick this book up and read it first. I heard, the buzz about this story, and, I didn't really catch on to the hype until the movie. So now I'd like to take, the time to recap this book, this gorgeous book in my collection, and kind of just dig, pull apart and dissect, the parts that really stick out to me nonetheless, and the things that I really love about this book that's in, my collection. So, yeah, guys, without further ado, let us go ahead and get into this comic book recap of Old Man Logan. First off, Old Man Logan is written by Mark Miller and consists of 8 chapters. If you are coming straight, to this video from seeing the movie a little while ago, because it's been out a few years, but if you're, you've seen the movie and you're coming straight to this, just know that you will see some similarities, but also major differences in terms of the story direction. I just want to put that out there. Now, this book, very similar to The Incredible Hulk, Future from Imperfect, has a very dirty and Mad Max dystopian future. If you look at the map of the United States in this world, there are parts of the world governed by Hulk, the Kingpin, Dr. Doom, and many others. Let's just say the world definitely isn't what it used to be in this future, and Wolverine seems to take the worst of it. Logan, actually has a family. He has a wife and 2 kids. He's older and, has full gray hair and essentially has made a promise to himself to never use his claws again. Now, obviously, something happens in this book that makes those claws come out. But what I found most interesting is why Wolverine decided to retire years ago from the hero biz. Due to Mysterio manipulating Wolverine's mind, he killed all of the X-Men and many others. Like, straight up butchered them. Like, dude, it was crazy, it was bloody, it was gory, but oh my god, like, Mysterio's insane. Now, guys, like, in that moment, I was like, damn, I'm almost scared for Peter Parker in Spider-Man Far From Home, seeing as a character such as Mysterio, he has the ability to manipulate minds like that. Good luck to Tom Holland, that's all I gotta say. But anyway, going on, that's the reason Logan decided to keep the claws contained. However, when his family was brutally murdered by the Hulk's sons, all hell broke loose. Then us, as the reader and as the fans, we got what we wanted. Shing! With those claws that came out. It was in that moment. So with that, happening, when Wolverine's, family was murdered, those claws eventually came back out. And as you read on, it was kind of like, paying rent in a sense, like the Hulks, they would, come by where, Wolverine and his family lived every so often, to collect a payment or a tax, or so to speak. And, when they demanded more, Wolverine, he basically went on like this heist type mission with, Old Man Hawkeye, who we'll talk about soon, to get a little bit of a higher payment, so he could pay off the Hulks. They would leave him alone and his family, but stuff went south, and they ended up killing Wolverine's family, and that's when all hell broke loose. So continuing on, sorry, I'm getting off into a tangent, but oh my god, I just love this book. There are tons of surprises in this book as well. Like, number 1, there's dinosaurs. There's a T-Rex that's bonded with the Venom symbiote. You see cameos from other heroes and descendants of certain folks that takes you by surprise, seeing that these characters' attitudes are different than you might expect. Hawkeye is great in this book. He's blind, but an all-out badass. Also, he had a kid with Spider-Man's daughter. Seems kind of weird, but I'm assuming in the comic world, Spider-Man and Hawkeye may be close in age. Anywho, I'm not going to try to make too much sense of it. Logan fights Red Skull in this book, which was actually pretty cool. bloody and gory. You know, that's just this book. I mean, even in the book, you know, on the back and in the, you know, the guidance of it, it tells you parental advisory. You know, so just like the movie, this book is definitely rated R if you can give it a rating. Now, to sum it all up, Logan goes on, you know, this bonkers rescue mission, you know, with Hawkeye to get paid so he can pay the Hulks and keep his family safe, as I was saying before. Once he heads back to California to make his payment, he returns home only to realize what, you know, I spoke about earlier. This family was brutally murdered by the Hulks. All hell broke loose. Then us, as the reader, we got what we wanted. You know what I mean? Like, those claws. At that point, he's no longer referred to as Logan. He is now Wolverine once again. The ending fight features Wolverine killing the entire community of Hulks and then taking on the big dog himself, Bruce Banner. Mind you, the Hulk people, you know, including Bruce Banner, look like hillbillies, for instance. But don't let that fool you, because once Bruce Banner transformed into the Hulk, he really does almost make you piss your pants, because that's how big and ginormous, you know, the character of the Hulk, you know, has appeared in this book. Wolverine ultimately defeats Hulk and seemingly takes his son under his wing in the ending chapter. Now, I know that there's like a continuation, you know, for the Old Man Logan story. You know, this is just the graphic novel that I've collected and that main story. Mind you, I have not, you know, done the follow-up as, you know what happens next, you know, as far as like Hulk's son and, you know, his relationship with Logan and what happens with Hawkeye and so forth, because I know there's continuation with other, you know, single issues. Again, when I get these books, I like having just the actual graphic novel book. So, you know, I may have to do my research in terms of what happens next, but oh my god, this book is just incredible. And you know, I'm not the kind of person that tries to compare everything, you know, from the comics to the movies, because I can appreciate all of them for what they are. Obviously, you know, with a little bit of information that I shared in this, you know, particular, you know, recap, you guys can see that there were some major differences, right? Like from this book and, you know, the movie Logan, where, you know, Hulk and obviously and a few other people were kind of like the main antagonists in a sense within, you know, the graphic novel, where it was very different. If you know, watch the movie and you're coming to this graphic novel, you're definitely going to see some, you know, very plain, bright as day differences. But I enjoyed them both. I love them both for what they are. I also even said this, even after seeing Avengers Endgame, I feel like Logan, the movie, was definitely, it was the stepping stone and kind of the first to do it, in a sense where, you know, we seen the main hero brutally die, you know what I mean, and have that rated R, you know, aspect to a superhero movie where the ending isn't always great for the hero. And I think Logan was definitely one of the first ones to do that, you know what I mean. And this is getting off into a tangent, but I was even speaking to a friend about this before, like Spider-Man 2, you know, when we're talking about like the Sam Raimi movies, Spider-Man 2, I believe, and some of you could correct me if I'm wrong, but I believe that was one of the first movies, as far as superhero movies, to do the whole end credit thing, you know, before the MCU started. If you think about it, like when you would watch those Spider-Man movies at the end credits, specifically for Spider-Man 2, you know, you had that end credit where, you know, it was like, oh, it's about Green Goblin, and, you know, that's what you could kind of expect next. So I feel like that was kind of the first to do it with that set things off for the idea for the MCU anyway. But yeah, I'm getting off into a tangent because, man, I just love this book, and I'm so glad it's a part of my collection. For those of you who have continued to read on, you know, with this story and what happens next, you know, after this, definitely comment below and let's discuss. You know, I definitely want to do my research and try to keep up with Old Man Logan as well. But thank you guys so much for tuning in. Again, if you are new to my channel and you like these graphic novel, you know, recaps that I do, mind you, guys, I have a huge graphic novel hole that I'm in, because like I have so many books that I haven't even touched yet. But I love that because, you know, I love having that graphic novel book collection and just those great books to go back to and reference to and have a part of my own personal collection. But, you know, aside from that, you know, because these books are so great and I love them and I have a passion for them, I want to be able to share those with you guys. So if you do like, you know, these videos, please comment, let me know, share these videos out. Let's get these views up. Let's get these subscribers up, because, you know, that means a lot to me. And if you guys like these videos, guys, I want to give you way more. I have so much to share with you in terms of, you know, graphic novel recaps. Yeah, guys, again, thank you so much for watching. I thank you for your support. And yeah, until next time, guys, wham, bam, boom.